I'm what you would call a multi-instrumentalist. I compose mostly on keyboards. I also play guitar, some random kind of quirky instruments like melodica and the Japanese shakuhachi. And I started off on brass instruments, so trumpet, trombone, and perhaps my favorite, the tuba. My name's Cody Westheimer, and I write music for film and TV. My dad tragically passed away in 2007 from a brain tumor. That year was the first time I've really been confronted with like true depression. Thankfully, a film came on my plate called Ultra Marathon Man, and it's about a runner named Dean Karnassus. He ran 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days. When I was watching a very early rough cut of this movie, he was talking about his sister who had died in a car accident when he was much younger, and running was a way to kind of alleviate a little bit of that pain. I was desperate to find something to just ease the pain of my dad being gone just a little bit, and so I was open to trying anything. I first went on a very quick 1 mile run to the bank and back to deposit a check, and something clicked for me. 6 months the day after I started running, I was finishing my first marathon, and from that point I just haven't looked back. For me, one of the highlights in my life was getting selected for the 2011 Ironman in Kona. It's a lottery system. Someone like me is not very fast, and so that was truly winning the lottery. Finishing a race like the Ironman World Championships on a Leahy Drive was just an absolutely life-altering experience for me.
Hey Cody, you are an Ironman!
It's kind of interesting, since I've been really involved in endurance sports, I've gotten a lot of projects that are kind of related to that subject matter. I was asked to score a film about a recovering quadriplegic who, 14 years after his motocross accident, walked across Death Valley. I thought it would be exciting to go out to the same area and see what type of musical ideas I could come up with. I get some of my best ideas from one of those runs or bike rides. It's just amazing to be out there and get inspired. I get into this kind of rhythm. I could almost describe it as dreamlike. Wow, this is incredible. I'm pretty sure this is the lake bed from the film. I'd really love to get just right smack dab in the middle of that. By the time I get back to my studio, oftentimes those ideas have kind of evaporated. I've always been looking for some sort of way to record those ideas while there. It took me a while to figure out exactly how to fit it all in here, but I have a whole recording studio in the back of my car. So I based the whole system around a pretty powerful computer, has some studio monitors and a keyboard, and lots of hard drives with my sample libraries, and that's basically all that I could cram in that box, but it's all I needed to. It's pretty empowering to be able to just throw it in the car, come out to here, really any place within driving range, and be able to work. When you take a project like this on, you always are looking for ways to empathize. The story speaks really deeply to me. Although I wasn't a recovering quadriplegic, I was so paralyzed by my dad's early demise, I needed to find a way to recover. For me, it was doing a marathon in my dad's memory. For Aaron, it's something very similar, walking 20 miles through the desert. It's been a great day. We'll resume tomorrow when the sun is out. So last night was pretty cold, so I figured I could warm myself a little bit by getting on the bike and see where Aaron walked through. I mean, he literally walked right through this area. So as I ride, I notice these tiny species of plants that are just poking through this dry lake bed. There's still life trying to survive. I feel like there's an analogy to be made there with Aaron's story.